NXT on the CW, man, 2-time trick. Talk about it, man. It felt inevitable, right? Like
the lead up alone was amazing, and I loved that the Trick took things and it took matters into his own hands and trusted himself and the ability that he had to create his own lane. I have to say when what's his name? Ethan Page came in and beat him for the belt. I didn't like it. But I was quiet about it because I kind of felt like something had to give, and it gave this week. He got it back, and he got it back like it felt bigger. And he felt like a true, like he feels like a leader, like he feels like a champion. It's not that he didn't feel like one before, but I feel like he actively made sure that he created his own lane, and
he had to do it on his own.
It's amazing to see the whole lead up. This whole, I think all the talent really did their job. To bring people to the CW.
They really showed up and showed out on the CW too.
And shout out to Ethan Page too, because he really did a fabulous job, and I think it made the belt, to me, he did something that I think is what you should do when you have a belt. He made it more valuable, and he made Ethan Page did his job, and he is a testament to Tony. You tried it with his booking, because he came in NXT, fit right in, and killed it.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Roxanne Giulia opening the show?
I thought it was a great 10 minutes. Oh my God. I was like, ooh, because I watched it late. I thought it was the first half of the match. I mean, the whole match I thought was great. I was surprised that she didn't win, but I kind of liked it that they didn't give it to her like off top.
Yeah.
But Roxanne always surprised me that she's so, I'm not body shaming anybody, but she's so small.
She's a smaller woman.
She's got such power, and she's such a great wrestler. Like, what an amazing athlete. They were doing a dance in there, and I love it when she does her little bunny hop. Like, I just, it was great. Rocks. It was a great match. Yeah, pop rock. She looked like a bunny hop.
I'm a fan. They was in there working for real, and I mean, of course, it was a situation where Cora Jade, been out for a minute. She had some type of knee injury. She finally made her return, caused Giulia to lose the match, which I think is very smart. Again, like Brother Fam always says, the thing is the chase.
So the thing, though, right, was that the best time to bring Cora Jade back?
Like 85 times. Like,
the reason why
I think this last injury was kind of like I don't want to say a fluke, but it was like an abrupt, because she had just come back not too long before then. Yeah,
but these people don't know her.
Well, I
couldn't relate.
The NXT, that's the thing. That was the Bailey thing, right? So a lot of the things, like the Performance Center, they know everybody. They're there every week, and they know who's in and out. She's been going. I feel like it's been a good 4 or 5. She's been going for a minute. I don't think she was at Stand and Deliver. It's probably been before then. But
she's been gone a while. She's been on TikTok though.
But she be on them social medias. But I mean, her and Roxanne, they got history. They were tag champions. They had she was the woman that Roxanne was beefing with before Roxanne won her second title months back. So if you're paying attention to the show, but the thing is they probably only had so many different ways they could have gotten out of Giulia not beating Roxanne Perez. So and the story seems like Roxanne and Cora may be linking up to fend off Giulia, fend off Stephanie Vaquer. Like, it seems like right now that may be the way they'll help introduce the two of them. So it's something.
I hope that they do something to ingratiate the new audience, the people who was expecting I don't know what the CW got on it. Whatever they were expecting.
All American?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, All American.
Dawson Creek.
This nigga Dawson's Creek. 28 years. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? And to get these people who are turning their station and say, "Oh, wrestling."
Delta's
like, You have to teach these people.
Yeah, Delta's coming. I'm excited about Delta coming.
Mr. Boggs, you gotta relax, yo.
I think that for me, watching the match again, I think Giulia slowed herself down. It's something that I notice Asuka does when she's wrestling some of these girls, is that they don't work at maximum power, because their maximum power, I think, is a little bit too fast paced for a lot of the American wrestlers and the American audience. I personally love Giulia.
Yeah.
I don't have many wives, but Giulia is my wife.
Damn.
And Giulia might be my first wife that I've christened. I don't consider Bianca my wife. That's my sis. That's my good sis. But Giulia is my first wife. Like, Giulia is everything to me. I love that she has that walk like Shinsuke had, that kind of like drunk, kind of like strong.
True.
Walk to the ring. She's absolutely stunning to me. I can't wait to see what we get out of Giulia. I just hope that they do the right things with some of these girls, like the Stephanies, the Giulias, Delta's coming, and I just hope that they don't use them to be enhancement for like their homegrown talent.
Yeah.
That's what I'm nervous about, because Giulia is bad to me, and I'm sorry, I just live for her.
I mean, I think I will say, I think the key is kind of the back and forth, right? You want to, because like Giulia to a lot of people is like up here, where they probably feel a lot of NXT women maybe around here, depending on who they are. So she has to kind of, I don't want to say dumb down her style, but she's got to learn their style while they kind of have to up their style to kind of meet somewhere in the middle. I think because Giulia and Stephanie Vaquero seem like they long for NXT. I imagine they may be getting ingratiated with the style 6 months, 9 months. You'll see them in some main roster situation. While you're doing that, while they're learning how to run the ropes and work the WWE style, the best thing they could be doing is reciprocating some of that and giving game to the women that they're working with down at NXT, because they're going to be the ones who are the future. Whenever all their stuff is done, these are the women that are supposed to be 5-10 years down the line holding it down. So yeah, it's got to be a reciprocal exchange, I should say.
I agree. I think it's a lot that you can do when Asuka is fully healed and back. I'm so ready to see Asuka versus Giulia.
That'll happen. You're good.
That feels like the Jade versus Bianca talk a year ago.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get Asuka, Giulia. You're gonna get Kairi Sane, Giulia. Whatever Japanese tour in another year or two, that some combination of women are. If Giulia and another Japanese workers on that card, they're gonna have a banger. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. It's just a matter of when.
Hey, somebody blocks Sierra so she can't come in this chat and talk, and she has to write it.
It's crazy how things work, though. It's crazy how things work. When you bet on yourself, Trick. A lot of people, they kind of say, hey, let me figure my life out. Anyway, shout out Javon Evans. He's going to be facing Randy Orton on the second episode of NXT on the CW in St. Louis, I believe, on Tuesday. That's gonna be a banger. I guess we should go through
really quick. What did y'all think of the open with H and Shawn Michaels and and then the CM Punk media post with the Shawn Michaels outfit?
Mimi, how are you feeling? Did Mimi? What were your thoughts on Triple H showing up when Shawn Michaels is doing his thing?
God.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's time to play the game.
Did Shawn know that Triple H was there?
It didn't feel like he knew. It felt like surprise, surprise. That's what it felt like.
Now he completed his line. He started a line. He was like,
I
felt like he looked at him. He probably had a cue in his ear. He probably had a thing in his ear. I felt like it was unnecessary. I felt like he should have. Shawn Michaels has been running this for the past 2 years? Has Triple H been over the main roster for 2 years now? Has it been 2?
Yeah, it's been a couple of SummerSlams at this point.
It feels like it's a while. So I just feel like, let him rock, yo. Let him rock. You don't have to do this. You know, he came out there with his little cowboy hat. He did his he did his strut. Like, let him do his thing. These are his kids now. They're not yours. Like, we don't need the poster. We don't need the arm around anymore. Just focus on the main roster. Let him focus on that. I thought it was unnecessary. It did feel like he was just like, oh, you're here. But of course, that's his friend, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But
you gotta appease your boss, even if your boss is your homie, right?
That's right.
I don't.
Got a little bro.
You got
he little niggered him.
This is on WWE.com. It's the look on Sean's face.
You got to.
I'm not your little niggas.
Let me not say you have to, but the fact that he is no longer the little bro, because when we talking in-ring action, he was little bro.
Right.
He ain't little bro no more. So he, you know what I'm saying? He got a little bro. He got to.
Yeah, he not little bro because he run the whole damn show.
Being humble enough and being strategic enough to say, okay, you can have that. You can have that. You can start to look like Vince McMahon.
Right.
Because that's
but let's talk about it. I don't think Vince McMahon was on TV like that. Like, this man comes out every show.
Are you ready?
Like, bro.
Man, let that man have his shine, man.
Who, Triple H?
Yeah.
He to the winner goes the spoils, Map said?
That's how I go.
All right. I mean, hey, we'll see.
Remember how the spoils go.
We saw the docuseries.
It's interesting, though, because if you notice, at the end of all of the shows now, they have the executive producer credit. And you see Paul Levesque, you see it on NXT, but you see Sean. Like, I think that's interesting now. I think Triple H really he wants to submit his executive legacy and his creative legacy and really brand this era of WWE product in his image and in his name. But, you know, things always change. They always turn around. And unfortunately, the one benefit to it being a Vince McMahon company and Vince owning it is that Vince could control that. Now you have to answer to a lot of people, and y'all just don't outright own it like that no more. So this is cute for now, and I think honestly it's necessary for Triple H because if things start to decline, the ability to fire is a little bit easier now than what it used to be.
Yeah. You saying it's going to be a wrap for people? You don't perform at NXT, it's a wrap for you?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if they want to do shifts and things like that, like WWE now, especially since the merger with Endeavor, reminds me a lot of Hollywood movie studio. You have execs who come in and they do great things, but when the stockholders and the board start to see a decline, much like even the NFL, they say, okay, maybe it's time to go into a different direction, get a new coach, get a new, like, that's what WWE is now. It's like, you know what's so crazy? I think about the House of Gucci. It was a family-owned business, and they and they ran it down, and now it's owned by a parent company that owns them and several other major fashion houses. This is the direction that the WWE is going. And it's so crazy. These big family businesses always end up like that.